and then recording in progress. So I just pulled a tarot card this morning for our class, and oh, here's a really good calendar quotation too. But the card that came up is the Page of Cups. I'll show you a picture of her. She's really adorable. She's a young person. She's holding a cup, and it's called an ondine. It's an ocean creature, like it's a fish, but it has wings. And she has a artist palette on her, tied to her belt. So the page is a young person, but this person is very creative and very compassionate as a young person, but she's so creative that she can even channel if she wants to, if she takes it to that. And she's a person that ideas come in because she's spiritual, and she receives messages through inspiration. So I would say that's the inner creative child, and that's what we're supposed to work on this morning. So we'll see how creative this gets. So I'm going to put this, and the quotation is by Jules Laforgue, and it's very simply a few words. Oh, how daily life is. Yes, indeedy. So we'll get started with our centering and preparation. So sit for a moment and just reflect on your own creative child, how she expresses through you. And if you were a fellow, how he expresses through you. And creativity can come through your work, through your art, through your communication, through your writing, and certainly through your way of being. So just consider how that is for you, just for a few breaths as you sit and come down from the week on this Friday morning. And this is not a test, it's just a little exercise to tap in, to consider that part of yourself. And if nothing comes to mind, there's no judgment. It's just something that we're looking into gently. Always be kind to yourself and everyone. As you reflect, be sure to open your crown chakra, just like a lotus flower would bloom. Now, as you have taken a few minutes for reflection on your creative inner child, ask her, just picture this young being in front of you. In the picture on the card, she looks perhaps like a teenager. But ask her what she needs. We need to nurture her. Everyone needs to. So see if there's anything she's asking for. And what tools you would need to help her, to assist in that expression of her. And we'll set that aside for now and tune in excuse me, to ourselves. Just connect with your breath first of all. Become conscious of it and notice your rhythm, your natural rhythm of breathing. And notice your thoughts, how they're moving through your mind. Notice any emotion on the verge of your awareness, coming into your awareness. What are you feeling? Anything underlying? And then your physical body. See what sensations are appearing for you as you scan your body and notice how it feels, any tight spots, any pain, anything that needs a little extra prana this morning. Prana comes in on the breath. And it's currently a cloudy, somewhat rainy morning. So just start to stretch just like you just got up out of bed and you're just kind of waking up your body, stretching, yawning. Oh, just stretch, whatever feels good. Once you start, you'll find more. Whoa. All right. And we'll attune to breath. Just bring your palms in together and breathe and reach. So you want a deep breath, as deep as possible, and a slow exhale, or at least balanced. If you lift to, say, a count of 4 or 5, then you can exhale to a count of 4 or 5, extending the exhale is more relaxation. So breathe nice and deep. Open your shoulders, open your heart, your ribs, your solar plexus. Open your mind and your spirit to receive. All right. And then just come down onto your back and draw your knees in towards your chest. Roll side to side. Give yourself a little massage, a little movement. Optional is to bring the head up towards the knees, curl in. And then lower back down. Stretch the arms up, fingertips towards the ceiling, and then lift your legs, your feet up towards the ceiling. And just circle around in your wrists and your ankles. And reverse. Now we'll play just a little bit here. So we're going to lower our arms up overhead, so down to the floor, and we're going to lower our legs as well, but we're going to do it at the same time. So engage your core, press your navel down into your spine and the spine into the ground, and then start to lower and see if you can reach the floor at the same time with your arms and legs. See if they can touch right about the same time. And then reach through your fingertips. Pull your right arm away and then your left arm. And also stretch your leg away. So you're really lengthening, elongating your body. One side and then the other. And now both sides, both arms reach, both legs, you can either point your toes or press your heels away. It's a nice stretch on the calves to flex your feet. So whatever works for you this morning, but pull your low back down against the ground. Now just lift your right arm and your left leg, touch your leg, and then we're going to alternate on the diagonal. So left arm, right leg. And we'll pick up the pace a little bit, bringing some warmth and circulation in. Once more, each diagonal. And then everything's down on the floor. Now take your arms out to the side. We'll come into a gentle twist. Loosen up our spine. So just bring your right knee up towards your chest. Take in your breath. Exhale, press down on your arms and shoulders and take your right leg over to the left for your twist. Try to keep your knee high up under your left arm. You might hear some pops as your spine aligns. Keep your shoulders down and remember to turn your head away from the bent knee and relax in position. The weight of your leg will bring you deeper into the twist. You may need to lift and come more onto the side of your hip. So you can do that by bending your left leg and pressing down. Breathe, expand your ribs. Now take your right hand and start to just skim the floor with your fingertips, bringing your arm down towards your hips. Come up and over your hips, over to the floor. Reach out beyond your left fingertips. Bring your arm up overhead. Try to stay in touch with the floor. And you'll come full circle. We'll go around one more time because it feels so good to just move and stretch, reach, breathe. And you're back into your twist. So now lower your sacrum down onto the mat. Your right knee will come up. And just take your right knee out to the right. Keep it bent for now. Just open it up to the side. And keep your knee bent, but bring your right foot onto the inner thigh of the left leg and let your knee relax there for a couple of breaths. And then slide your foot out. And we're ready to start with the other side. So just bend your left knee. And if you wish, even right now, press down on your left foot and lift your hips and come over onto your right hip. And then breathe your knee up towards your chest. Breathe out as you go over to the side into your twist. And also turn your head opposite your knee, bent knee. And if you need to, you can come further onto that right side. Just bend the right foot, press down and lift your hip and adjust deeper onto the side. And now we'll take the left hand, skim the floor, the mat, bringing your hand down towards your hip, up and over your hip, back down onto the floor. Reach out beyond your right fingertips, up and overhead. And just notice if this side is easier or harder than the first side. So we'll go around a second time, coming around, up and over. Reach beyond your fingertips if you can. Stay in touch with the floor overhead. And open that shoulder as you come back into the twist. And now draw your sacrum down onto the mat. You might want to press down and align your hips so that they're even on the floor. And then left foot against the inner thigh of the right leg. And let your knee relax down on the floor. All right. And then extend your left leg out so both legs are straight out from your hips. And then bring your arms to your sides. A little work with our core, our abs. So start to reach through your fingertips and lift your head, your shoulders, and press down in your low back. And just go to the point where, oh, it would take more effort if you were to go all the way up. But feel all those muscles engage and then relax back down. Take in a deep breath. And once again, reach, go to that point where it would really take some effort to lift up off the floor. And just test it, see if you can, and then lower back down. Let everything relax for a moment. Take in another full deep breath. Draw in that prana. And on your exhale, lift your head, your shoulders, reach toward your toes, and see if you can press all the way up into sitting, and then lift up with a straight spine. Just lean over your legs. Lead with your chest so that your low back gets a bit of a stretch here. And once again, I have to adjust on my mat here. Roll down. Now reach your arms forward and you're reversing the process. Draw your sacrum down one piece at a time, then your low back, waist, ribs, all the way to bringing your head onto the floor. Relax your arms and feet for just a moment. Breathe. And once again, reach, lift your head, your shoulders, all the way up into sitting. Lift tall in your spine and hinge forward in your hips for a stretch over your legs. For more stretch in your calves, just flex your feet. All right, and then come back up into sitting. Bring your hands around behind you, palms on the floor. Bend your knees and bring your feet hip width on the mat. and just lift your hips up into desk pose. Teenagers go to school, so we'll make a desk. See if that inner teenager comes through. All right, so from here, we're just gonna play a little bit with our bodies. Just lift your right leg up, bring it down. Your head, you can have your chin by your chest if you want. Lift your left leg up and kick. Keep your hips up. Once more, each leg. Back into desk pose. Now make yourself so you're comfortable, feet flat, palms flat, and just make some circles on the mat. They'll be kind of more like rectangles. Reverse your circles. Try to keep your hips up. And reach your hips up, way up, 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 and lower down. Bring your hips onto the mat. Ah. Shake out your arms, your wrists, your fingers, give them a squeeze. Shoulders. And swing your legs around back. Come into your puppy stretch. And turn your toes under. Press into a plank pose. And breathe. Nice and long. Press through your heels. Okay, so just a little bit more heating up. We're going to kick our legs out to the side and bring them back in. So in and out like jumping jack legs. And come back in. Press up into your downward facing dog. Okay, three-legged dog, right leg up. Press down firmly in your left foot. Lift the right leg up as high as you can, shoulders down. Bend your knee. Bring your leg forward, foot in between your palms. Into sun pose. Stretching your hip flexors. Lift your chin. And take the leg back. Lift it up into three-legged dog once again, and then lower it down. Other leg, reach up. Try to keep the hips square. And bend your knee and bring the leg through into sun pose. Relax your hips. Lift your chin. Good. And take the leg back. Reach it up into three-legged. And let it down into down dog. Now just bring your left knee forward in between your palms and reach back with your right leg and bring your foot forward for pigeon legs. Okay, I have to turn this heat down and my remote is over here. Whew. So just start to work bringing your right hip towards the floor. Just move in and out of the stretch. See if your hips are tight, or this hip right now. See if that hip is tight as you move into your stretch. Try to lift up in your torso. Breathe in some of that prana and direct it into any place where it feels some tightness. So just kind of press that hip forward, in and out. And we'll start some dolphin moves. So starting in center, take in your breath and reach up through your crown. Start to exhale, chin to chest, roll in on yourself, curl in, and then slide the nose out in a circle, reaching forward and up, and you're at your starting point again. Inhale, and start to exhale, curl in. So your dolphin circles, but notice your hip, that left hip. Keep reaching your right leg back. And the next time you're up, just bring your arms forward. Come on to your forearms or just lower down into a stretch. Breathe and direct your prana into the stretch. That's the true meaning of pranayama. Move in and out of the stretch. So you're actually tilting your hips. Bringing your navel towards the mat. If it feels a little tight, you can massage the area that feels tight. You can kind of press your fingertips into the area, just explore the muscle. Give it a little massage and then come down and relax. If you need to bend your knee more so that you can relax, then that's fine. Breathe. And then lift your head, press up onto your palms. Turn your toes under on the back foot. Lift up into down dog. Stretch out your work. And then bring your right knee forward in between your palms. Let the back knee come down and reach the back leg further and further. And then come onto your hip and draw your foot forward wherever it will come. We're just working with whatever we've got. And then bring the hips parallel. Lift in your torso. You can also press on that left hip just as a reminder to bring that hip forward as you lift up in your torso. Breathe. Nice, deep, invigorating breaths. And compare this hip to the first one. Which is easier, which is looser, which is not screaming. Reach back even more with the back leg. So you press down on the top side of the ball of your foot, lift your heel, reach the heel back, and then let your knee back down. Lift in your torso, press up, bring your shoulder blades down, lift your heart, take in a breath, lift your chin. Bring your chin as you start to exhale down onto your chest. Roll down. Curl in on yourself. When you get towards your leg or the floor, then take your nose out, reach in a circle, coming back up. Breathe. Start your exhale, come down. Curl in and draw a circle with your nose extending out and up. Breathe. Curl in. Exhale. Just touching that stretch in the hip. One last time. Lift up. Hold your pigeon. Let the arch in your back happen naturally as you lift. And then bring your palms in front of you. Lower down onto your forearms. You can bring them parallel and just keep working in and out of that stretch. Go to your edge and pull back. Breathe. Breathe out. Go to your edge. Press into the stretch and pull back. Now you can let your knee bend a little bit further and just totally relax down over your leg. Rest your head. If there's pain, relax it. Focus on relaxing where you feel tightness or pain. Relax the rest of your body too. All right. Now we'll press onto our palms. Turn the toes under on the back foot and back into downward facing dog. All right. And step your left foot in between your palms. Press your back foot down. Come onto your fingertips and lift your chin. Bend the front knee and press up into your warrior one. Just align your hips and lift the back heel. Press through the heel and reach your arms up overhead. Whoops. Lift up and back. After a pigeon, this might be easier. Press both feet firmly into the mat. Lower down into your pose. And reach for the floor. Step the foot back into down dog. And step your right leg forward. Let the back foot down. Bend your front knee. Come up onto your fingertips. Lift up into your warrior one. Shake out your arms if you need to. Get your clothes back in alignment. Align your hips forward and the back heel comes off the floor. And breathe, arms up overhead, reach. Remember that stretch when we were lifting? Like we had just come up out of bed. Sorry. I thought I turned that off. I did turn it off. Huh. So in your warrior one, relax down into your hips. Now this time, just pull back and step it in, bring palms together. Okay, take a breath. Soften your knees. We're gonna go into warrior two for a moment. So take your left leg back, just step it back on your mat. Open the body. So your right foot will be forward. Breathe, arms up and out into warrior two arms. Extend the foot wherever you need to come into your full expression of warrior two. And we're going to round our arms like a dancer. So bringing your arms in and around, and then bring in a little side movement with your torso. And the next time you bring your arms out, reach out over the front leg, scoop it up, back into warrior, reverse warrior. Your left hand is on the back knee. And back to warrior two. Open hips, open shoulders, lift your heart. Bring the back foot in a little bit. Pull back and step it in. Ready for the other side. Soften your knees. Step it back. Your right foot. Align your feet. Breathe. Arms up overhead. And out to the side. For your full warrior, keep pressing the knee open on that bent knee. Lower down to wherever your stretch will allow you. And arms. Side to side. Feel that little side stretch you got. And the next time you lift your arms up, reach out over that bent knee. Scoop it up and back into reverse warrior. Look up into your palm. Back into warrior two. Bring the back foot in a couple inches. Pull back in the front knee, inhale, and step it in to mountain pose, Tadasana. All right. And a standing twist. Separate your feet and swing around. And then come back to center, bring your feet together. And we're just gonna bounce. We're not gonna lift up off the floor, we're just gonna bounce. And sideways. Boom, 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 boom. You can lift your heels a little bit, but I was trying to get across that we're not hopping. Although we could, right? Back to center and just feel the energy in your body. Breathe. Okay. Bring palms together. Breathe. Breathe out as you shift the weight to your right foot and lift your left knee. Whoops, that didn't go well. Let's try that again. Focus on a spot that doesn't move. Optional is to bring in a twist towards that bent knee. And come down with complete control. Yay, yay. Other side, breathe. Shift the weight to your left. Lift your right knee up. Focus on a spot. Hold. And optional is a twist towards that bent knee. Just turn your torso to the side. Come back to center and lower down with complete control almost. All right, shake out your arms, shake out your legs, shake out your bottom, and come down onto your mat for Shavasana. Think about your creative inner child, that playful part of you that likes to create whatever it is through your work, your play, your art, your communication. Even though you're relaxing down, you can still have the spirit of upbeat, lighthearted, playful, like a child, like that inner child that's still within you, playful and enthusiastic and bubbly. What a way to meet God, right? Go to your source in a playful spirit. Imagine what God or spirit or the cosmos would look like to you as you run towards it with open arms and open heart. As you relax, just bring an inner smile through all the cells of your body. It may blossom into an outer smile on your face, but no expectation, just whatever is natural for you. Excuse me. And now feel the stillness, the relaxation, and your natural sense of joy and playfulness emerge. Let yourself feel good and playful as you start to wiggle fingers and toes. Slide your feet together, lift your knees. You can also take your head side to side if you want. Come over to one side, press up into sitting. Bring in your hands to mudra, your favorite. If you need one, Brahma Mudra is awesome. You bring your hands out in front of you, palms facing, fold in your thumbs, wrap your fingers around, bring your knuckles together, and turn your hands outward as you bring the heel of your hand towards your navel. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when days are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, bring your palms together. Have a playful day. Enjoy your inner child. Remember her and what she needs. Namaste. Let's see.
Very nice.
Ah.
I sang with you.
Did you?
Yes.
I
Oh, that's
did.
awesome. I should have had you unmute.
No, you definitely should have.
I wasn't sure I could sing without having warmed up my voice, so I was a little trepidation there.
Oh, you did great. I love that little song.
Uh-huh.
I
And
used to
the
sing
only
that to my mom
Yes.
when she had
Aw.
Alzheimer's. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just so
Yeah.
sweet.
I did not want to wiggle my toes and fingers. I'm
No.
telling you, I did not want to wiggle them.
Nope.
Oh, that
It
just
felt
means
so
you
good.
need more. So you need to
Yes.
take time sometime, when you have 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. For